Hello from the Big South Network studio. I'm Mark Bryant. Joining me here is the President and CEO of Visit York County, Billy Dunlap, and we're here to talk about the No Room for Racism Classic, a new event with some high-profile basketball happening for good causes and good messaging. And Billy, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Let's jump right into it. How was this event created? What's the background on how we got to where we are?
Well, Rock Hill built the new Sports and Events Center a few years ago, and it's got a great arena, and we thought, this is a great venue for a college basketball event that can bring in some teams from around the region. So then we started figuring out, kind of what do we want our message to be. So the city of Rock Hill adopted this motto in the mid-90s, no room for racism. And so we really capitalized on that. Rock Hill has a rich history in civil rights movement in the 1960s, so we wanted to commemorate that as well. The Friendship Nine, the City Girls, a lot of things happened during that time. So we wanted to commemorate that. So along with the college basketball event, we're doing a project inside of downtown Rock Hill that allows what we're doing is a display of the Friendship Nine, which was a huge civil rights movement, jail, no bail in 1961. So we kind of put the two things together, invited some great teams, and it's really going to be a very worthwhile event.
Well, let's talk about some of those teams. And we got a field of 8 teams, so 4 games happening over the course of 3 days. Big South is represented with High Point and Winthrop. Very glad to see that. And of course, Florida State and South Carolina will draw their share of eyes. How did that happen, and what's the level of excitement with the group of teams?
Well, the group of teams, we couldn't be more pleased with it. The community is really on fire for it right now. We weren't really sure the first year kind of what the event would be like, but we really started at the top with our teams and kind of worked our way down. But being able to get South Carolina and Florida State was a huge deal. ESPN2 noon tip-off. But then being able to add, we really wanted a local flavor. So having Winthrop playing Saturday night, we've got Clinton College also playing on Saturday. And then, of course, a great matchup with High Point and South Carolina State. So couldn't be more pleased with the field of teams that we got in the first year.
Well, tell me a little bit about the center itself, because it's been an interesting time to try and open anything the last couple years and get things built, because things stopped for a while in the middle of all this. Tell me about what things have been like for the center and about the facility.
Well, the center opened a few months before COVID, so it was really we got a few events in and then shut down for a few months, but then really June of 2020, with protocols in place and safety being first and foremost, the facility opened back up. And what that did is that allowed for all of these basketball teams and basketball fans and basketball coaches to come to what is really a state-of-the-art facility. I've been to a lot of basketball facilities around the country. This one's in the top 5 at least. And really what sets it apart, you've got 8 courts on one side, but then you've got a championship court that seats about 1,500 people. It's really a first-class facility, and in talking to the coaches that we've got coming to this event, coaches that came to the live period events during the summer, they fell in love with the facility. It's first class. City of Rock Hill did a great job. It's about a $25 million facility, but really first class.
Well, you are a person who, York County means everything to you and what you do. What does this mean to York County, and what does this mean to you personally to be able to bring in an event like this?
Well, bringing an event like this is really worthwhile. It's about 2 years in the making of getting to this point. And we want this to be an annual event, so we're already starting to work on next year. As far as the community, Winthrop brought big-time basketball to Rock Hill several years ago. We're just kind of capitalizing on that. We're really taking it to a different level. Having the caliber of Florida State and South Carolina to be able to play in that arena is really huge. And in talking to Frank Martin at USC, he said, we love to play in this event, one, because of the message, but two, because the city of Rock Hill invested in this community with this facility, and it's good for us to pay them back by being able to play this game there. And people have been talking, once the news came out that Florida State and South Carolina were going to play, news came out real quick and everybody got very excited. And that's really, tickets have been selling like crazy, and we're just excited to be able to bring that kind of matchup to Rock Hill.
Excellent. Well, for the tickets, NoRoomForRacism.com.
NoRoomForRacismClassic.com.
No Room for Racism Classic. Classic.com. Classic. Don't forget that part. Bigger than basketball is the motto. No Room for Racism Classic, Rock Hill, December 10 through 12. So, Billy Platt, thank you so much for your time on behalf of York County and on behalf of the No Room for Racism Classic. And we thank you for watching. We hope you check out High Point, Winthrop, and all the teams involved in this year's event.